Move over, ICE mommies. Trantifa will take it from here.
That's what you get when you come to Minnesota.
From here on out, it's J6 every night in Minneapolis, after the call went out from Governor Walz.
And if you see these ICE agents in your neighborhood, take out that phone and hit record.
Timmy came out last night and told the mommy mob to hit the streets and stalk agents with cameras. The only thing you're not allowed to record are Somali fraud rings. This time, the crowd looked a little gnarlier, if you can believe it. It looked like a big Antifa reunion. And they were doing a lot more than just recording. They broke into an FBI vehicle and used a tow rope to rip out a weapons locker.
Hey, don't hit them.
Slick on the back of that.
Masked vigilantes looted the car, stole a weapon, bulletproof vests, and stacks of sensitive government documents. These documents had names of federal agents and their locations. The rioters immediately exploited the intel and began doxing agents online. This was a major intelligence breach. Homan just announced they've arrested the perpetrator, and he's going to face felony charges. But countless federal agents' lives are now in danger. Meanwhile, Homan's family's getting death threats, and the ICE agent who got rammed by Renee was forced into hiding. And left-wing militants are joining forces, threatening the lives of federal police. Here are the Black Panthers.
I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. We're a little more aggressive now, you dig? You want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher, you meet them with equal force.
You've got the minivan militia, the Black Panthers, Antifa, and now the bad hombres feel like they have backup. Yesterday, ICE was attacked by a group of violent Biden migrants. 3 Venezuelan nationals jumped an ICE agent with weapons. All 3 were caught and released by Biden and had been harbored in the sanctuary city of Minneapolis. Julio was the target. A traffic stop turned into a vehicle pursuit. He crashed, then fled on foot. When the agent caught him, his 2 Venezuelan amigos came out and started hitting the agent with a snow shovel and a broom handle. The officer was forced to fire off a defensive shot, hitting Julio in the leg, before the 3 of them ran into an apartment and barricaded themselves inside. Eventually, they all got iced. But this hombre, Julio, doesn't seem like he has any regrets. Here he is grinning ear to ear at the hospital. This is who the left is trying to protect. Violent Venezuelans with criminal histories. The media, too. Look at this headline from the Times. Federal agent shoots man in Minneapolis. A man in Minneapolis. That's how the media stokes violence. These ICE stalkers just see the headline. They think ICE is on a killing spree, so they hit the streets and riot. Never let a crisis go to waste, right? So now Democrats are using an ICE agent getting attacked with a shovel as an excuse to give people free rent.
I'm bringing a resolution calling on Governor Walz to declare a eviction moratorium because as we're living under this occupation, people can't, as we've seen with last night's shootings, they can't even travel on the expressway safely.
They're using the word occupation for federal officials to be in an American city. By their logic, the whole country is being occupied by the Trump administration. And their solution is to violently expel them. Naturally, people are taking it as a call to arms. Homeland Security last night arrested a man assaulting a federal agent in the Twin Cities. Police found a handgun and a box of ammo on him. Mayor Smallfry is justifying the insurrection.
Imagine if that city or that town was suddenly invaded by thousands of federal agents that do not share the values that you hold dear.
The invaders who don't hold our values are the illegals. They're saying federal police don't have the right to be in Minneapolis, but MS-13 does? Murderers, sex traffickers, thieves. They're trying to keep us out and them in. They want to turn their town into an anti-ICE igloo.
We are on our own. So what are you going to do about it? I acknowledge the difficulty of a city standing up to the federal government, but that should only inspire our creativity. I would recommend that our snowplows should dump snow to block the roads to the Whipple building and any staging areas to prevent these thugs from launching violent raids on our city.
An SUV was just caught dumping water around a federal building to ice the roads so agents and their cars slip and crash. And they want their local cops to get in a shootout with the feds.
And we're in a position right now where we have residents that are asking the very limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street.
Fry's not going to do that, but the Minneapolis police are being asked to do the unthinkable by the streets, to start a civil war. But they're not even the ones on the front lines. It's the ICE moms.
Some people say, you guys shouldn't be here, you should go get a job. What's your answer to those people?
I have a job.
8 kids.
8 kids, and I am protecting my country, my community for them.
You have 8 kids, and you're fighting to keep child molesters in the neighborhood? And you're not even home to protect them? Is dad home? Imagine your wife tells you, can you pick up the 8 kids from school and throw a dinner together? I'm going to be out fighting ICE with my whistle and the family minivan. Instead of making sandwiches for their kids, they're buying lunch for illegals. Watch.
Beans, rice, corn, got other veggies, potatoes. Hopefully get them through for a week. We're gonna grab 2 dozen eggs. We got 2 bags for these families. Families of 4, unfortunately it's not enough, but I'll see if we can get back there Thursday to get some meat and extras for them.
No wonder food's so expensive. There's 10 million more mouths to feed since Joe Biden let everybody in. And now every woman with issues wants to be like Renee Good. They're shaving their heads, lacing up combat boots, and putting their lives on the line. Why? Because Renee Good is now a feminist hero who's probably going to have a statue built just like George Floyd.
Renee Good. I want you to remember her name. She's a martyr. She's sacrificed. She's been taken away from us, and we will never forget her. We'll always hold up her memory. Are we right? Yeah! And I want you to know that this lady, she died when she was trying to help the most vulnerable neighbors in our community.
They're already calling her the female Floyd.
Nobody's safe.
Yeah.
White women aren't safe. They'll kill them too. And so I think it's a George Floyd level moment. I think Renee Good becomes like the George Floyd of this resistance against ICE.
They're running the same playbook they ran in 2020. Demoralize police, defund them, threaten to throw them in prison, and create a rash of early retirements and white guilt. And the media, even though they know that backfired big time last time, they're all in.
Renee Good, unfortunately and tragically killed.
Are you asking me my opinion? Because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed it unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. So you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, because you're a left-wing hack. You're not a reporter. You're posing in this room as a journalist, and it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people in the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat.
The media is turning ICE rammers into heroes. Harris probably start bailing rioters out like she did last time, even though the people in Minnesota want ICE to be there.
You gotta love small towns in Minnesota, honestly. We are so stoked. And honestly, you know what I did after the ICE agents got done with their job and what they were doing? I said, can I buy you all, like something to drink, something to eat? And I did.
Walz could end this today. All he has to do is call off the dogs and cooperate like most other governors. Hold the criminals in jail so ICE can pick them up in a nice, neat, orderly fashion. Noem spoke to him. No bueno. Walz wants war.
I said, you have my personal cell phone. You call me. If you need me, you call me. We will be there to help back you up, but protect your city, protect your state. And he paused for a few seconds, and he just said, yeah, okay. We have very different viewpoints of what's going on.
Trump's considering invoking the Insurrection Act in Minnesota, sending in the Guard. This is a battle of wills. The stakes are high. Can the federal government enforce immigration law like the country voted for? Or will sanctuary states dominate and become third world fortresses inside of America? Minnesota is demanding unlimited flows of foreigners and fraud. And if the federal government tries to stop it, they'll be met with violence. This is a Minnesota insurgency. They're conducting guerrilla warfare against federal agents, tailing them, sabotaging them, ramming them, assaulting them, stealing weapons, and harboring foreign fugitives and fraudsters. And the most grotesque thing about it is that they're forcing women onto the front lines. Now, if the federal government doesn't assert authority over this rebellion, the republic is going to fracture. Other sanctuary states will use the same playbook, forcing federal immigration agents out of their states and harboring migrants for cheap labor, votes, and welfare money. A coalition of sanctuary city-states, impenetrable by the federal government, will bring down the country. And that's what they want. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.